Good evening, everybody. Today's lesson is meant for class 9. The title, A Truly Beautiful Mind. Well, who doesn't know the great physicist and Nobel laureate Albert Einstein? We are going to talk about this great personality, a scientific genius. So, this is a biographical account of Nobel laureate and scientific genius Albert Einstein. Well, friends, you would like to ask, what is this biographical account of Einstein suggest? The biographical account of Einstein suggests that a quiet and modest life brings more joy than pursuit of success bound with unrest. I repeat, a quiet and modest life can bring more joy than pursuit of success bound with unrest. Why I am saying this, it will be just reflected in this story. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879 in German city of Ulm. His mother thought him as a freak because his head was unusually large. He didn't speak until the age of 2.5 years. As a parent, mother and father both were worried about. But when he finally started speaking, he repeated every sentence twice. He uttered the sentences twice. He loved mechanical toys and preferred being by himself. He didn't like to be in friendship and in group of other children. The headmaster of Einstein School told his father that no matter what profession and what career he chooses, he would never be successful. That was the prediction of his school teacher. As you know, Einstein played the violin. Later, he became a gifted amateur violinist. He went to high school in Munich and left the school at the age of 15 because of he felt very stifled there. He didn't like his schooling, the way the things were crammed and taught. He didn't like that cramming of ideas and thoughts because he was a very logical kind of a student. His parents had moved to Milan and left him in Munich with a relative. He got to continue his education in a city much more liberal and than Munich. He was interested in physics and he was very good at mathematics. Fell in love with a girl, Malavia Marik, whom he thought was a clever creature. At the age of 21, he got the university graduation degree, but he still was unemployed. He worked as a teaching assistant and gave private lessons. He secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in Bonn. In 1905, one of the famous papers of Einstein, a special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute. He also derived the world's most famous formula that describes the relationship between mass and energy, that is equal to mc square. His theory of relativity, the journal was published, and in the year 1915, and he was awarded Nobel Prize for Physics. Albert Einstein moved to US in 1933 when the Nazis came to power in Germany. There was an expectation that Nazis could build and use atomic bomb, and he wrote to the letter to the American president on 2nd August 1939, warning him about the happenings and the bomb the Nazis were thinking to build. He wrote public message to the UN proposing the formation of a world government, but it made no impact. He died in the year 1955 at the age of 76. So, such was the life of a scientific genius, a Nobel laureate, Albert Einstein, who, unlike other children, was not very studious, and his interests were not like common children. He was only interested in physics and mathematics, and later on he became a great physicist and a great scientist. His theory of relativity is world known, on which several formulas, several concepts have been derived. That is how we know about him. Thanks a lot.